Well, actually, I came back to report about this real quick. I'm not sure I noticed anything. And I took this here about 8 o'clock this morning, so about 3 hours ago. Not sure I want to pay $50, $60 a bottle for, I don't know, a 30-day supply. I guess I'll have to do the full thing, but you say, Nikki, you're just fried. Nikki, you has been. Nikki boy, you washed up. Nikki boy, but I'm sober. That's the other thing. They can't take my salvation, and they can't force me. I don't even like the word sobriety, but I mean it just feels committed to be. It feels good to be committed to being a teetotaler, to being committed to lifetime, whatever you want to call it, abstinence. They can't take that from me either. I'm pretty tired. You said, well, maybe I ought to spend that 3 hours trying to get some work done instead of talking. Well, we're still, hey, we got 3 months to go, or at least. I'm really at a crossroads. Not that halfway house in Minnetonka or wherever it is. I'm sure it's still around. I really think I'm at a I guess I'm not sure what exactly do I bring to society. I'm kind of like this tiny house gal. Now, I was never going to be a biologist, but I may have been an accountant. You know, but it's kind of like, especially at my age, I'm kind of in the tiny house gal situation now she was in, but she's just a lot younger. I'd be surprised if she went back to school. She might. She may, she's young. She may say, "Hey, I'm happy, but hey, I always wanted to be a biologist. Can always come back to the tiny house." Man, my beard, I did not want to grow up my beard yet, but I'm being forced. In order to get rid of this wooden, to keep, the only way to protect that skin hair, that wooden nickel from is keep, is to keep this hair, that keep there, see. It look okay right now, you look old, but it's gonna get worse. The big, thick, hairy man beard, yeah, it's gonna get worse fast. And you said, well, you could trim it. Well, you could maybe. I ain't very good at that. I'll maybe I'll do that. I mean, that ain't bad. That's much more than that. And you start. I was gonna get to work on something, but again, I just don't know. Other than I have some specific things I need to do, but again, it's kind of along that lines of another Apple computer report. I can barely force myself to do it. If I wasn't 100% sure that I was going to graduate, I would not do it. I am so ready to be done with the book reports. I cannot tell you. I'm done jumping through the hoops. All I know, it's weird. The longer I go with abstinence from alcohol, though, the more I cling. I cling to it like the further I get away from it, the better it feels. The farther that type of lifestyle is gone. I may be tired, I might be fried up a little bit, I may be old, but hey, I'm sober, and we're gonna stay that way no matter what. No matter how weird, crazy, nutty it gets, we're gonna stay that way. Because that's our only chance at safety. It's our only chance at safety. And even then, it's not guaranteed. Well, I don't know. Hey, stop. You want to go to your kennel? Go. Go to your kennel. Go. Oh. Not really. Oh. I did not sleep the greatest. I did not sleep. I was up way too early. And I went back to sleep for an hour. Mm-hmm. But like I said, I mean, given all they got on me, some of the stuff is true. The driving's. I feel like the only way I survive in life, getting old, being a deplorable, is complete abstinence from alcohol and drugs, which I don't never really. I really don't think. Not like alcohol. I drank a lot of beer. Yeah. Oh. Man, that beard. No wonder Mom says to shave it, but I could trim it, but the dermatologist said not to irritate it, so. And besides, it's spring break, too. It's spring break. I don't have to do any work this week. If I don't want to, I will do some. But I just like sitting here. Knowing that there may be people out there that wish that I would drink alcohol, because Probably. Knowing that I have zero desire for a beer ever again. I don't know. I'm amazed at where it's been gone. The desire's been gone for so long that I basically. You said, well, you talk about it a lot. Well, I'm kind of amazed. Yeah, I did not get good rest. In fact, I feel a little strange. I wonder if that pill. I don't think I like that stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna take that anymore. I feel a little funny. I don't feel better, I don't think. It's hard to tell. I did not get a good night rest. Like if I was at my father's right now and my dad wanted me to go work for 2 hours, I would be like, Dad, I'll see you this afternoon. I need to take a nap. Yeah, that's what I'd have to do. I do not feel very well. God, that beard makes me look old. Oh, and I have such pale skin. And my honker gets bigger, I swear. It's not Pinocchio either. It's a big Swedish schnoz, huh? Gosh, I don't like getting old. But it's getting old sober is better than. I always knew the day would come. I always knew that I would completely lose the. I mean, it's been a while. It's not that's personal. It's irrelevant unless you're out to get me. It doesn't matter. It's like Big Country said. I got up at 3 a.m. today. I reserve the right to keep some things private. It's nobody's business. It doesn't matter. I don't drink alcohol. You won't see me at the liquor store. You won't see. I won't even go buy beer for like my mother. No. Wow. I mean, she has her husband. Like she used to call me. She don't drink, but well, every once in a while. But she would ask me. I don't even want to be seen in a liquor store. Okay. She would ask me, "Hey, will you stop and pick up John some beer and drop it off?" And I'm like, "No, I don't want anything to do with it. I don't want to contribute. I don't want to enable. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to go into a place that has that. I don't even like to go in a restaurant that serves that. I don't want it. I don't want to be near it. Ish. Not interested. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus." The world isn't too much. The world is too uncertain to be doing drugs and alcohol. For me, it seems to me it's just too. I guess that's part of getting older, but the world it's too stressful. I would go nuts. I mean, I don't want to do it anyways. I don't have the desire anymore. It does not. It does not satisfy. It doesn't. It's not the answer. Your problems will be there when you're done doing those whatever you're doing. You know. It's like Tommy asked me. This was a clinical question, right? This would have been something he asked somebody 1,000 times or 10,000 times. Well, how are you gonna stay sober there? I'm like, I don't know. I never thought about it. Like, it don't matter where I go. My environment doesn't really matter. Where I live, I choose not to. I consciously choose not to be involved with alcohol, no matter what. Can you imagine me trying to deal with those guys, all this crap? I mean, alcohol has been the furthest thing from my mind. Still trying to figure out how they did that to my dog, though. Boy, they must have really been above the law. And still are. But as long as I don't drink alcohol and probably keep these cameras on and try to remember that they're on, don't pick my nose or something. I guess we'll find out if this is still the greatest country on God's green earth, or if we become Tijuana or something. Yeah, I don't. Oh, that's frustrating. I feel a little strange after taking that Nuriva. I don't think I like it. Can't say for sure. I was up at 3 a.m. Up for 3 hours, went back to sleep for an hour, got up. I crapped my brains out, and I'm still full of crap. Not like, that's what you're thinking. That's what you've been thinking the whole time. This guy is full of crap. Nah, I'm still. My stomach is. That I think that it's that Nuriva. Ish. I don't know what's in there. Ugh. I think I'm not gonna take that. It's not helping. It's making me feel funny. So mom called last night, left a message, but very hostile. I don't know. I haven't talked to her for since a while. Very agitated. She sounds very agitated to me. She's like, oh, I had a few minutes where I didn't have severe pain, and I got something on the stove and I'm cooking, so if you call, I probably won't answer, but I thought I'd say hi. I'm like, oh, okay. Probably not call you back then because you sound really agitated, irritated, hostile, and you're cooking. Probably just leave you alone, Mama. Hope you feel better. Got work to do that I don't want to do. Another Apple report. Make me vomit. I guess I just can't overemphasize the gratefulness, the appreciation, and the how much I cherish going throughout my day without holding any reservation that sometime in the future I'll have me a 6-pack or I'll have me a 12-pack of, the silver bullet. I just finally, like, this feeling of, it's almost like peace. A peace in the eye of a storm. In the eye of the storm, there's serenity. And you can think of me, you can call me what you want, but it's all the truth. You can call me a loser, you can call me anything you want. I don't really care. I'll just keep speaking the truth. And Tommy's like, because I still told my dad, like, like, if mom dies, Tom dies, you know the story. I still want to be here I want to give mom a kiss and a hug. She might live another 10 years. I don't know. Tom, another 10, 15, who knows? So they could live a while. I wish I knew, almost. I wish I could get a doctor to tell me, hey, they'll be alive 10 more years. And I'd hit the road, Jack. I get out of Dodge. But, if I'm just trying to figure out what my purpose would be. After all that's happened to me, I mean, what could I do in a community other than stay in my house and avoid people without being looked at like some kind of outcast or get accused of something else? I figured the only possible way is to just mostly stay out of, just pretty much stay inside. But I don't want to live that way. So how can I even live, being part of a community and even have a halfway normal life with everything that's gone on? I don't know how it's possible. And so yeah, again, I mean, if my wife is not, if I don't meet my wife in Minnesota, I mean, the only logical thing is to, like, try giving daddy a, try being with daddy for a while doing what he says. Hey, do some work around my place. Go see maybe there's a little accounting job somewhere around. You do that part time, and I'll take some. You can work off some of your room or your board. You know, we put a gate up so unless they can't chase me around too much. She ain't. If you got a gate there, she ain't gonna be able to come down on her scooter. And I guess you can't worry too much about tomorrow. You can't worry about, well, what am I gonna do? And anything can happen, right? What am I gonna do when Daddy dies, or what am I gonna do if Daddy retires out to Hawaii, or what if whatever. I guess you deal with life as it comes, and that's part of abstaining from alcohol. That worry, that constant worry that things will work out as long as you don't take a drink, is what they always taught you. So I just can't get over the idea of, other than my dad's there and I miss him, and I know he loves me because I know he wants to help me. I know he wants to talk a little bit. He's your typical man though. He likes to pretty much stay to himself too. He don't mind a little bit, a little interaction here and there, little lunch here, a little dinner here and there. But he's old. He want a little, but he want to be mostly to himself and his wife and his whatever he do. I understand that. So you say, well, again, how I reconcile going? Everybody's moving out of California because of the high taxes, and they're all going to Texas, I guess. I ain't messing with Texas. And I'll probably I got to throw you off the trail a little bit. They won't tell you where I'll end up, but you know, like Daddy said, I got to throw you off the trail a little bit. Kind of a balance here to try to have full disclosure and keep a few things private, maintain safety all the while, not tell you everything. I don't know. It's too bad too. I mean, we just got that nice new Democrat mayor of Forest Lake, Minnesota. She's like the first. It's the first woman. It's like the first Democrat mayor elected in 150 years, isn't it? Along with that new, we got and we're getting diversified on the police force. We got a new black police officer. Is that true, or I don't know? Somebody said that we might have a new black police officer. That's great. We gotta have diversification. We gotta be inclusive. Yep. That's important. To me, that's one of the most important, because you put everything else aside. Put all your politics, put all your family values, whatever. That's one we can all agree on, right? No matter what, right? We're all in this together. We're all one big melting pot now. We're all there. One race is not superior over the other, and we live in a world where we're like I said, we're just a melting pot, right? And so, I don't know exactly. Does that make any sense? Like I might have some conservative leanings in some areas, but that one there is neither. That has nothing to do with anything other than it's just so obvious that people are people regardless of the color of their skin, right? I think I mean, we ought to agree on that no matter what. So at least that's the way I think. Maybe that's not accepted by everybody, but that's truly what's in my mind and heart. So, but I'm at such a crossroads of what to do in life now. You know, where you might have been more comfortable, like say you finish school and you keep studying your accounting on the side. You get to go up to the library once in a while to break up the monotony. Maybe you'd get nobody really knew who you were, and you didn't have all these problems, and maybe you're more comfortable getting just a regular part-time job, pretty much doing anything while you continue to study for the CPA or something. Whereas now you're just completely pretty much uncomfortable doing that at all, and probably don't even feel safe anymore. Not yellow bellied, not the coward of the county, but the smart guy that decided to go ahead and open his entire life up before something weird continued to happen. You know, in other words, they're um, yeah. I guess a good way to put it would be, I guess at my age, like unless there's a real purpose, aimlessly doing work just to occupy your time, like just to go on the internet and pass time chatting. It just seemed you might as well go urinate in the wind or something. Like I feel like every move, every moment, every minute, but this here, anything I say on here, I feel like is just is to my advantage and my defense, and it potentially prevents any malicious or any more accusations or any more um, whatever's been going on. But then we're back to, again, like, we used to have a CPA firm, by Norman Quackers. And I actually, because I was looking for some tutoring, and they don't even have an office anymore. They work from home, and that was before the virus. I just kind of did it because it was all that was just kind of left to get my 4-year degree. But is it even practical anymore? Especially at my age. What is practical? Well, all things being equal, no half the kingdom, no nothing really. What else do you got? You got your dad, maybe. And maybe. So the verse of the day is 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verses 3 and 4. It's from the New International Version. It says, "Praise to the God of all comfort. Praise be to the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, the Father of compassion and the God of all comfort, who comforts us in all our troubles, so that we can comfort those in any trouble with the comfort we ourselves receive from God." I think I can explain it like this. I think they call it in recovery. I don't really like that term. If you didn't notice, I kind of like to do things my way. And so, but in terms of the clinical recovery, they call it reservations, right? Where maybe you keep in the back of your mind, yeah, I abstain now because of all the chaos or this or that. And I think I truly experienced the full surrender of alcohol and drugs. Not that I really drugs were, but not really. But the beer, knowing that in my mind I put it out, that with parents gonna, there's no chance. I don't want to, zero risk, zero. I don't want any risk. I want zero. I'm too old. I'm too tired. I'm too fried up. I'm too grizzled. I'm too seasoned to have to try to deal with law enforcement or any problems, any probation, any fines, money, any going to jail, nothing. I don't need it. And I've made it up in my mind that I don't ever need to do it again. Whereas in the past, I would always think, does that make sense? And I think there's an extra special peace, that's part of that peace that passes all understanding, where it don't really matter what the polar bear does. Hey, if I die today, I'm gonna die sober. I'm gonna die sober. If I have a heart attack, I'm gonna die sober today. With no plans in the back of my mind to ever have a drink. Complete surrender. Pretty much complete peace. And so, yeah, I mean, all I can do is promise. Like I said, I mean, unless it's a Tiger Woods, you know, in the gallery with Phil Mickelson and the girls start Google it. They probably got video where they. Can you imagine what that would be like? Like, hey, that's kind of, isn't that like sort of, you got these girls taking their panties off in front of people, throwing them at Tiger Woods as he's walking by. Little awkward, but I'm thinking, yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm not talking to any girls or sending nobody, unless they got salad and those sticks, you know what I mean? So, and I just don't know what I do here. I don't fit into anybody's mold completely. So pretty much everybody's going to reject me on some ground. I don't know, but like I say, it's spring break, and come hell or high water, I'm gonna hopefully graduate now. Finally, after all these years, finally have something, little something to show for it. You know, like I said, a lot of work, a lot of help from a lot of people along the way, for sure. But I put in a lot of work on my own, a lot of time, a lot of work, and quite frankly, I think it all come out in a wash. It all kind of evened out, and it looks fair to me. You know, what exactly I do with it, I don't know. Where we're at as a society, I'm not sure what I really had planned. I guess that's kind of what I had planned. You remember, I kind of moved up here to be close to Madeline and my mom, and that never worked out. I never became close to her at all. So What God's plan is, I mean, y'all's guess is as good as mine. And you say, well, you're repeating yourself. Well, the thing is, though, is none of these videos are even. I got so many hours, they're not even uploading anymore. So the only people are, if they happen, I don't even know if they're allowing it to be seen live. You'd think so, maybe, I guess. Like that Amber Alert, there was people that came in, but I haven't seen anybody in since then. And that was couple 2 weeks ago. So mostly I'm talking to myself, right? But so whatever I'm saying is not something that just anybody could probably even see anymore, because they're not getting uploaded. They're just going live and then they just sit there, I guess. But yeah, something has definitely something in the spirits has definitely changed in the last few days. I don't know if the devil finally left or what. Or at least he's not within 6 feet of me anymore. But something feels different. Ugh. Wonder what's in that Noriva. I'm gonna read the ingredients on that Noriva. I think I need glasses. No, I can read it, but barely. Need more light. What is this? Oh, God. I better stop taking this. Shannon's gonna show up with her goon squad or something and say, "Hey, that guy's used. That we got to give him a UA or something," and they'll find something in there that'll give a false positive or something. I bet. What is this here? Micro microcrystalline cellulose. That's what is this stuff? Hypromalose carrageenan titanium dioxide. Pectin J. Rice bran, that sounds all right. Silicone dioxide, that don't sound good. That sounds like plastic. Let me Google. Is that what that is? Silicone. No. So it says it's also known as silica, is a natural compound made of two of the Earth's most abundant materials, silicone and oxygen. It's most recognized as quartz. What is quartz? What they make, isn't that like a rock of some sort? It says, okay, so why is silica bad for you? Well, oh, well, look at this here. Here's what it says too. It says one of the dangerous effects of silica exposure is a disease called silicosis, which can be contracted after a few months of high exposure. It occurs when dust enters the lungs, causes formation of scar tissue, reducing the lungs' ability to take in oxygen. Yeah, that doesn't sound real good. Well, let's do a review on Noriva. I don't know. You see all these commercials. No. Let's see what people on Amazon have to say. There's always lots of. Somebody says to take it. Maybe I could try that. Take it for bed. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what CBS has to say. Well, anyways, I get a free pet. It's spring break. I have a right to sit here and do absolutely nothing if I want to. So there. Well, almost nothing. Man. Preparing for retaliation against Russia. Dravitas. Wait. All right, so I have a confession to make. You want me to hear? I have a confession. I don't really go to the Saint Peter's Church to the to the priest, but when I did, I accidentally seen that because I was resetting the network on Tom's phone last night, and I accidentally saw that text from Paula, and okay, so for the very first time, I just texted back. Oh, what? Wait, what did she say? She said something about do your research. I just typed back, what research? Just to see what she'd say. I know, I'm guilty. I shouldn't have done that. I normally, I swear, I don't read it. Sometimes when I'm clearing the cache on the cookies, I can't help but see the text. It's right on the screen, and I normally don't even touch it. I just reset the phone and give him his phone back. But I did. I couldn't help myself. I texted her. I said, and so this morning she texted back, but he won't tell me. He got all mad. He goes, "Oh, it's just crap." And see, like, but I don't have boundary issues, so it's not like, what am I going to do? Grab his phone and go, no, 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 let me see. No, I can't do that. But I want to know what she said. And I'm horrible, ain't I? Mm. Mm. I don't mean to be weird, folks, but I don't know if we've had a breakthrough, or if it's just, I don't know if the devil is just messing with me and like making me think he's gone or something. But I feel like there's a little something, there's a different feeling in the air, like a like he's not, like the devil's not like right on top of me. Maybe, I'm not sure. I never dealt with the devil that close to my dog before, and so I'm hoping that he don't come back. I'm hoping if we don't, we abstain from the alcohol permanently. We got that commitment with God. Maybe God's gonna make the devil stay away and stop. Because I'll tell you what, I feel like I felt the heat of the devil for about the last 6 months. Okay. So I hope that devil ain't just trying. He put the pressure on me so bad, and he thought, well, I couldn't even get him, so I'll just lighten up a little bit, make him think everything's clear, and then he's out in the parking lot doing push-ups or something. I hope he's gone. Oh, I forgot to tell you. There was that other time. There's a couple other times too. I can't remember. That polar bear over there. I think this was last No, this was 2 summers ago. This was before I ever knew about any uh, any cameras up. I swear to God, I didn't even know. I don't even know. Have I ever? I don't know if I had seen that guy for months. I pulled in because I used to like to park in the yeah, because I had my old car yet. This was two couple years ago. Like I had never even talked to that guy, but he was up at the Walmart, and normally I like to park by the garden center because remember I'm kind of feminine, kind of girly like that, like flowers and tomatoes and plants and stuff, like getting my girlfriend flowers and stuff. You know, kind of a girly man that way. And so I like to go by there in the summer and walk by, smell the flowers and look at them. And plus, I like to go in that other entrance when they open that up. And that polar bear parked by me and walked around me and stared at me. I'm not even kidding. He walked around me like he was taunting me in a circle, and he stared at me. And I'm thinking, yeah, yeah, you're my neighbor guy, and you're like being really weird right now, dude. And I don't know why, because I ain't even talked to you ever, but I recognize you're my neighbor. I don't know why you're doing this, but I wish you'd stop this. I didn't say nothing. And he did. He came, parked, and he walked around my car and looked and just kept staring at me. And then he walked inside. hmm Forgot about that one. There's a couple more I'll remember. I had completely forgotten about that, which makes it strange why he got was so nice after they stabbed my tire with that knife in the sidewall. Why he wanted to use he was offering to me to use his his air compressor. I had forgot about. I'll think I can remember more. I don't know why that guy would have a problem. I never even thought of him ever. Strange. And I guarantee I hadn't been doing anything strange. I guarantee it. It was the most bizarre thing. I could not figure that out at all. I was like, dude, why are you my neighbor, dude? Guy across the street. Why are you like intimidating me and taunting me? I don't even know you. I don't even, never even talk to you. And I let that one, I brushed that one off like whatever. He's just wondering about I don't know, whatever. He just saw some suspicious car and he was just checking things out, but it was weird. It didn't feel right. Man, I can't believe I forgot about that one because that. Yeah. Does anybody know why God would, if you ask most women, they'll be like, if you say shave or no shave, they'll be like shave. Even if it's trim like this, and you're like, you want to ask God, you're like, hey God, why why did you put this hair on our face to separate us from women? If them gals we're after, they prefer it shaved. You're like, that's like one of your first questions when you get to heaven. Yeah. What's the next one? You can be like, hey God, be like, why? How come? Like when I'm about 12 to about 28, like I'm like a microwave going. Women are like the crock pot, and you're like always wanting to like talk to a girl, and she's like, nah. But then when you hit 28 and it's all downhill from there, and you're like, you ain't really in your unless you're like me. I'm in my prime for like the next 50 years. I'm in my prime, and you're like, why all of a sudden when they hit about 28, they're like a microwave. They're ready to go. They want to get going. They want to like start talking to the guy. You're like, yeah, that'll be one of my first top 10 questions for God. Be like, you're supposed to be this master of the universe guy that created everything. Why did you do that? Wouldn't it have been more simple to make it, at the kind of the same time you both a microwave or a crock pot? Mm-hmm. Gotta be a couple questions I got for God. Oh. I mean, a few women like it, but my mom says, you're not gonna get a date like that, son. And I'm like, yeah, if I don't get rid of this wooden nickel, I ain't never getting a date. I got rid of it, but we gotta soften up the. It's healed. You hear that, polar bear? It's healed. It's gonna soften up. It'll soften up. It's just how much time is it gonna take? 1 week or 3 months? I mean, you could probably leave it alone, and over time, the natural oils of your skin, you got it just in time. If you'd have waited one more day without going to the doctor, you'd have been in trouble. But you got in there, and you're like, hey, and you're like, oh, did we finally get rid of the devil? Is the devil really gone, or is it? Oh Lord Jesus, don't be messing with me. The devil's not coming back, is he? Please tell me the devil's not coming back. I swear, I promise I'll try to be nice. I mean, I gotta read that Bible and I gotta be myself, but I promise I won't I'll try not to be rude. I'll try to be kind to people. I'm not gonna always be perfect, but I'll try to be nice to people because I'm getting too old to deal with it. If nothing else, I just I just want to live. I just want to have peace, you know. Oh. And the secret to success is naps. Still don't explain the dog though. I know. Okay, I didn't do that. Not by accident. No. Tina Smith. Tina Smith. She's like the lieutenant governor, or used to be, or she was appointed by the governor to fill Franken's spot or something, and now she was lieutenant governor. She went to Stanford. That's where Tiger Woods went. Stanford. Tina Smith. What is she right now? Tina Smith is. So she. Oh, she. So she is a senator. Do you know, I don't even know who the lieutenant governor is. Right, I can think of it. It's a woman. I know that. That's why I thought it was. Yeah, Peggy Flanagan. I would not have been able to come up with that. You're always wanting to eat. Oh, honey, you need to stop that. How do you expect me to say no? You know what you're doing, too. You are not supposed to be doing that. I can't give you this. It's too hot anyways, honey. That's my girl. Okay, honey. Well, I feel a little better now that I ate, but I feel like, man, I feel like I wasn't hungry though. I just kind of ate to see if it would. Yeah, good catch, good catch. So this 6 9 pounds. Uh, mm, No, later, yeah, later. Put it back, right? Girl, stop it. Quit it all. No, I'm not leaving. Come on. That's evil. Straight up, that's just evil, dude.